guys, welcome back. Creating of another video. I wanted to put a screenshot, but it's like I couldn't put it. So if you know what I'm creating, since we're using the tablet, it's kind of a little bit tricky to add it up. Oh my goodness! So let me try to record it too. I want to just go as a video. Let me delete this one because to create space. Okay. Por favor. Sale. Listen, yeah. Now I said there's no space in the phone here. Okay, let's go now. I believe we have more space inside to make a video. I want to put the phone in somewhere. Por favor. Alright, now we have more space. Somewhere that I'll be able to see everything clearly. You know, it's not just about making the video, but also making it for people who will be able to understand. Sorry about that, guys. So we are going to go ahead and create this beautiful, gorgeous dress top. So I have my drafting paper right there. I have my ruler. I have my bowl marker. I have paper cut and scissors. So we're gonna go ahead and draw the base point. The base point. Okay, we're gonna start with the base point. The baseline or the base start point. So I'll be drawing a straight line, which is going to be the baseline, the shoulder line, right there. Let's see what we have there. My roll, line up all the way to this other side, roll another line up all the way till I get to the end. Okay, now that I'm done drawing my base line, next thing I want to do is to take the shoulder measurement divided by 2. Okay, this top I'm making like this. It's a very beautiful top. It's a very beautiful top. It seems like my battery is low, eh? Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is to draw a straight line. Is to take the shoulder measurement. So I've just drawn the baseline, which is the shoulder measurement. I'll take the shoulder measurement divided by 2. Divided by 2. Then I'm going to slant it down by 1 inch. Move now to the armhole depth, which is 7 inch. I'm going to draw that place of the straight line, starting from here, like that. And draw a straight point. From here, I'm also going to go ahead and draw a line up, like this. Once I'm done doing so, the next thing I want to do is I just gonna come here like this and mark that 1 inch I went down. Okay, we should connect it up like this, our shoulder slope all the way to this point. Now that we are done doing so, measure up whatever I have here and divide it by 2, which is 7 inch divided by 2 is going to give me 3.5. I'm going to go in by 3/4 inch. I'm going to come on the chest line and put 1/4 of the round bust. Round bust is, I'm working on, is 34 divided by 4 is going to give me 8.5. I'm going to go ahead now and connect those points up together. You can leave your comment below. Like this. Now that I'm done doing so, the next thing I'm going to do is to go ahead now. I'm going to measure from the shoulder to the bust point, even though we're not going to be really needing the bust point, but shoulder to the bust point, shoulder to the under bust, I'm working with 13.5 inch and shoulder to the length of this top. Okay, you can do, I'm going to work with 18 inch. Now I'll connect these points up like that. I'm gonna connect these points up too. I'm also gonna go ahead and do the same thing here. Now that we are done, this line here is not straight. It's not really straight, but we're going to just use it up. Now that we are done doing so, the next thing we're gonna do is to go ahead. Now we're gonna be creating up, putting the nipple to nipple. Nipple to nipple, I'm working in 7" divided by 2 is gonna give me 3.5. I'm gonna come here like this and do 3.5. I'm going to connect that point up with a straight line. Now, I'm going to go ahead now. I will be marking up, putting up my darts. How to get the dart is take round bust minus by under bust. Round bust minus under bust. So my round bust is 34, round under bust is 32, minus is going to give me 2 inch. 2 inch divided by 2, yeah, I'll be left with 1 inch. So you can decide to come here and mark a 1.5 inch, and I mean 0.75, or you even mark half inch. Let's do 1 inch, sorry, and 1 inch. At the under bust, we're going to do so 1 inch and 1 inch. You can do for this type, do the same. Now the bust point, you're going to go down by 3/4 inch. If you're done bust, you go down by 1.5 inch. So I'm going to do the connecting straight up like this and like this. Now connect these points up all the way to that 3/4 inch, all the way to this point. Now that we are done doing so, the next thing we want to do is to go ahead now, and we're going to come here. You can decide to go up by 1 inch. You can decide to go down. You can decide to go up from the chest line by 1 inch or even 2 inch. I think I'm going to use 1.5 inches good to go. So let's just connect these points up with a straight line. This is going to be the guide. Roll this line all the way to that point. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead now. We'll create a dart here of 0.25. Yeah, let's just do, I'm gonna do 3/4 inch. Now let me do half inch here and 3/4 inch here. Okay, now at this point we want to come to the bust point and go up by 3/4 inch. You can do half inch. You can even connect it all the way. I'm going up by half inch. You can even connect it all the way to the bust point. So I'm just going to go ahead like that, or you can just connect it, like I said, you can connect it all the way to the bust point. I want to make sure that this part is not that too curvy. Why do we have to go up? It's just to create an ease around there. Okay, now this is what I'm going to do. Depending on how deep you want this part to be, you can come at the bust point, go up by 1 inch. You can even connect it all the way to the bust point line. So I'm just going to place it up like this and make sure that I'm getting that curve I want. Like this, my curve. So you can make it round. You see what I've just done, right? Now what we are going to do is we're just going to go ahead and connect it up like this. So what we are going to do at this point is we are going to come here. We're going to be creating up a sleeve for this, I mean a strapless top. So I'm going to come here like this. I'll be going in by 2 inch. Just go ahead and connect it with a straight line. Straight from here to that point. You see what I've just done, right? I've just connected up like this, a straight line from this point. Let me blend this a little bit up. Now, if you check is something like this. Now, what we want to do is, you want to come here. If you look at the design, I was not able to put it there. From this point here, we want to just connect it up like this, okay, like this. But before we go ahead and do so, we have to put 1/4 of the bust. And remember that we actually we mark 1/2 inch and 3/4 inch, so we are going to go ahead and replace it back. But if we replace it back here, since we are not working here, it's going to be too open. So we want to avoid this. We're going to just leave this point. We're not going to add anything back. Okay, if in case you minus here, you're supposed to add it up back. Or let's just go ahead and measure up whatever I have here, which is 1/2 inch. I'm going to replace it back. Okay, so what I'm simply doing here is to take the round bust divided by 4, then I mark it up here. Then this point, I'm just going to go ahead and connect it up like this with the straight line. Now, this is what we're going to do. Gonna just now what I'm going to do is, at this point we have to come here like this and just cut it up like this. This part here, we're going to be cutting it up. But if you notice, I could not even bring the picture. I'm trying to bring the picture. I cannot bring the picture right there. So we are trying to create a kind of a cup. So what we're going to do is just to come here like this, go up from the under bust. From the bust point, you can go down by 2 inch. This is 2 inch that we have down. We're trying to create a cup. All right, that cup is going to come like this, from here to here, like this. Yeah, exactly what we are trying to achieve. I'm going to make it a little bit looking good. From the under bust, you're just going to go up by at least, let's just say it's 1.5 inch from the under bust. Yeah, 1.5 inch, or you go down from the bust point by 2 inch. Okay, this is what we have. Now I'm going to go ahead now, just put my measurement. Okay. All right, so we're going to come here. The under bust I'm working with is 30 divided by 4 is going to give me this. 7.5. I'll replace back for 1 inch, which is 2 inch, right there. Then the waist is 28 divided by 4 is going to give me 7. I'll replace back that 2 inch we took, which is right there. Then now we have to just go ahead and connect it up from this one. The idea is for us to just get this straight line mathematically. Alright, so this is how it's going to be. Alright, so I'm going to be drafting up the back of it. The back is very simple. I have to go ahead now, take my shoulder measurement divided by 2. I'll be leaving at least 2 inch. Shoulder is 7. Shoulder is 14 divided by 2 is going to give me 7. We would slant it down by 1 inch for the shoulder slope. Okay, let me go ahead and mark where that shoulder is. So that I'm going to go ahead and connect that point off with a straight line. So you not get confused, okay? Now, I'm going to go ahead now, come here and mark my shoulder slope. My armhole depth, which is a 7-inch, is round ball divided by 6. Then you add 1.5 inch to get your armhole depth. I'm going to connect these lines up with a straight line. And I'm going to come here and do it up like this. Now I'm going to you want to choose how deep you want it to be. You don't want the neck to be, the back to be too deep. So what we have here is about 6 inch. So we're going to just come down here and mark at least 5 inch. Like I said, you don't want the back to be too deep. So let's just go ahead and connect these points up like this. Okay, so this is how we're going to be using the back. Now I'm going to measure up whatever I have and divide it by 2, which is supposed to be 7. This is it here. 7 inch divided by 2 is going to give me 3.5. Like I said, I also like to go in here by 0.25. Like this is going to avoid that type of funny edges around there. So I'm going to put 1/4 of the bust. Round bust is 34 divided by 4 is going to give me 8.5. So I'm just going to go ahead and connect it up like that. This one. You see? Now I'm going to go ahead now and mark the length. Our length we work on is 18 inch here. 18 inch. I'm going to go ahead and mark 18 inch. 18. And let's do the straight point. Now I'm going to put the nipple to nipple, which is 7 divided by 2 is going to give me 3.5. I'm going to mark 1/2 inch. Now 3/4 inch in, 3/4 inch both sides. So let me roll the center line. This is the center line. Roll it up with this now. You can choose to separate that point up, okay? So I'm just going to connect it all the way to the chest. Alright, now let's go ahead and put our measurement. Round waist is 28 divided by 4. I took 3/4 inch, 3/4 inch. I'm going to replace it back 1.5 inch. Okay. And if you notice that I've not added any sewing allowance, I always like to add my sewing allowance on the pieces. Now, for the back, what we're going to do, we have 2 inch here, so we're going to go ahead and also mark 2 inch, 2 inch, 2 inch, like this. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and connect it all like this. You see what I've just done, right? 2 inch. Like I said, you can choose to go down again. Maybe this is too up. You can choose to go down. What I did was to go down by 5 inch. You can choose to just go ahead and mark it on the chest, whichever you prefer. So this is the 1, 2. This is 3, and here is 4. Okay, now let me go ahead and cut it. I'm gonna cut this up, cut this, cut this, cut this. And if you want, you can either go ahead and cut the back 1 piece, or you cut 2 pieces. So here is the cut. I'm gonna cut. Like I said, I'm not adding any sewing allowance. So I always like to do my sewing allowance when I'm cutting on my pieces. this too. Okay. Remember, it doesn't go right up, so you can choose to connect it up from here. You can choose to cut yours right from this top part here, like this, okay? But the one that we are having on the screen is start from somewhere, yeah, like this, okay? I'm going to post a picture later. I want you to see what I'm referring to. So the idea is this part here is going to be cut up like this. You really see the two design. This is going to come up like this. This is going to join here. While this part is going to come here. It's going to give it a kind of a, I mean a U right there. Where is the other piece? Okay. This piece is going to come up here like this. This is going to join here. Here. Then you have in a kind of, it's not, yeah, a U right there at the center. Okay. So this is the front piece. Let's go ahead and cut it. The back piece. The back, like I said, is quite very easy. You can choose to cut this just one piece. And I've not added any zipper allowance. You're supposed to add the 1 inch of zipper allowance. I've not added zipper allowance. Take note of that, very important. Because if not, there's no way you're going to be putting all this stuff. So you can choose to leave the back like this, just one. You can choose to just go ahead and cut it up like this. It's up to you, depending on what you want to work with. Right? Okay, this is the back, right? And here is the back. Let me try to press that up. Okay, this is the front. The front is supposed to be the same thing with the back. The length is supposed to be the same. Hey, what did I just do? Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! This is it, right? This is it. I don't know. This is it. Where is it? I did not cut it. I said that there's something missing. Let me check this. Check something here. No, this is not it. Where is this one piece? One piece of the front is missing. Yeah, this is it. Okay. Let's go ahead and twist it up. This is the front. So this is our pattern. It's going to come up like that. Join this piece up. I'm going to be putting up the pattern so you can see what it looks like. Let me press this part up. It's going to look like mega matter. So right, this part come up like that. Let's see if we can press this. Okay. I guess from there we are done with the pieces. We are done with that pattern. Okay. This piece is going to come here to join it up. It's going to give you a color for you. Not really you, but kind of a P at the center. Okay. So this is our pattern. Join up here. This part is going to join up right there. This part is going to come here. So let me show you the pattern. This is the pattern. I'll show you the opposite way, yeah? Wait. No, por favor. Así es. This is the pattern. This is not the underbust corset with a small straps. So that's just it. Like I said, you can cut the back one. You can do two. All right. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you guys. Thank you. It's finished. The tutorial is finished. I hope you guys love it. Bye.